Corby! Yeah!
Welcome to round 38 of Eat the Buckle, the podcast that puts two horror movies in a head-to-head matchup where the loser will remain in the ring another week and we'll be forced to watch it repeatedly until we have determined the worst horror movie ever made. In that endeavor, we have this week from 2006, Creepshow 3 versus, for the fifth time and going for it all, Bunny Man Massacre from 2014. I'm Jared, and with me, as always, are a couple of modern day fellows who are in the market for secondhand transistor radios. It's Aaron and Josh. Fellas, let's get right into this, shall we?
Let's do it. It's a hot ghoul summer. We're under a heat advisory here in Morgantown.
A hot ghoul summer.
You like that? I just came
Yes.
up with that.
So, without further ado, Creepshow 3, released on April 24th, only in Bristol, Rhode Island.
Shout out
Lucky them.
to Bristol.
And then it got a DVD release 1 year later on May 15th of 2007. So that was April 24th, 2006 in Bristol, Rhode Island. Budget of $3.5 million. Couldn't find any box office. I don't know what the box office in Bristol, Rhode Island was, but I doubt it got up anywhere near that.
Who gave this movie $3.5 million? Woof.
I don't know. And this was before the times of, what are those things? GoFundMe or Kickstarters. Yeah. So they did it the old fashioned way by probably being trust fund recipients. Who knows?
Nepo babies.
Written by Anna Clavel, James Doodleson, Scott Frazzle. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like an autocorrect, but I'm not looking it up. Pablo C.
Scott
Frizzell.
Jeez.
I'm a little frizzled myself.
It sounds it. Like, it's just like, I don't want to talk today. Here's some assholes that made a shitty movie. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep. That's where I'm at. And Alex Ugolo, directed by Anna Clavel and James Doodleson, starring Stephanie Petty, Simon Brzezinski, AJ Bowen, Alina Madison, Camille Lacey, Ryan Carty, Emmett McGuire, Bo Kresick, Chris Allen, and Ed Dyer. I try to get two names from each segment there.
Wow.
In this film,
tour de force cast,
just
an ensemble.
A who's who of anyone you'd want to see in Creepshow 3. In this movie, a new batch of shitty stories flop out of someone's ass to spit in the face of Creepshow legacy that Stephen King and George Romero started in 1982. Gentlemen, off the top rope, what did you think about Creepshow 3?
I'm going to guess that you didn't like it.
A bit of an understatement.
Yeah.
We'll get to my thoughts. I want to know your guys' thoughts.
We should have had a clarification at the top that we are not talking about Tales from the Darkside, the movie. It
Correct.
is indeed Creepshow 3, which,
Right.
like last full real episode, I didn't even know existed up until about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up too. How does this movie exist? Like, and we didn't know about it because what we'd always heard and talked about was that Tales from the Darkside was like the unofficial third Creepshow movie.
Right.
And lo and behold, this has been around for close to 20 years, and it just kind of appeared out of the ether, or almost as if we slipped into a different reality.
I'll tell you how you didn't hear about it. Because it was released in fucking Bristol, Rhode Island. Only.
It's only thanks to Tubi that it's now on our radar.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch and look at between the terrible CGI animated like intro and then the weird Rob Liefeld artwork that is the cover, and some of the breakthrough stuff that is just like, I just could not care less about this movie. It feels just like it shouldn't have been Creepshow. It feels like since we're in summer blockbuster time, how back in the day that Fantastic Four Corman movie got made because he had to make it because he was going to lose the rights. I feel like this was, hey, we still have the rights to this, but we're going to lose it, so pump something out
Yeah, that's
on the
absolutely.
Universal backlot, and we'll just put it straight to DVD.
This was just an anthology movie that was thrown together that some producer could cobble enough money to say we can put Creepshow name on it, and maybe hopefully that'll get us a wide release or better distribution.
It wasn't even a. Again, I know I always say this, but I really, really mean it this time. It wasn't even a horror movie. It was
Nope.
like a sex romp.
Well, it's funny you should mention Sex Romp because James Duddleson and Anna Clavel, do you know what they're responsible for?
If it's going to be a string of young teen porn like the last guy that we went through his list.
No, not that bad.
Okay.
But they are responsible for Hot Springs Hotel. Do you remember Hot Springs
in
Hotel?
West Virginia?
No. The TV show.
Oh wait, no, that was Cool Springs. You remember Cool Springs? Let's talk about Cool Springs.
I do remember Cool Springs.
Way more important.
Do you remember this song?
This is a music video.
This is the intro. Can you hear it now?
Telegram said, ain't Betty dead. Come run the hotel. Hot Springs Hotel.
Oh my God.
Randy's kind of horny, always being naughty. Cat's on his tail. Lacey's going crazy, feels always lazy.
What?
Hot Springs
Yeah,
Hotel.
Randy's kind of horny.
What is this?
This was a show.
On what?
It looks like
HBO, Skinamax,
Showtime.
way.
Yeah.
This was, what was that channel that became Spike?
This is like USA quality.
Yeah.
Oh no, there was nudity in this. Anyway, I talk a lot about when we reminisce. I don't remember things Josh remembers. I can distinctly remember the three of us going, Randy's kind of horny a lot around 97, 98.
No, that's a
because of
failed
that
memory.
theme song.
I don't remember that.
When I was looking it up, and James Duddleson is actually the composer of the lyrics to Hot Springs Hotel, the theme song. Cat and Randy is the theme. That is the most interesting thing that you're going to get out of this discussion. It was that he's responsible for Hot Springs Hotel.
That what we just saw was better than 5 of the 6 segments of Creepshow 3. I would say, and not
you don't
just
remember
of
that
how
at all.
Horny Randy is. Also, a little on the nose calling a horny guy Randy.
Sure,
but that's the writing that we've come to expect now from the Doodlesons. No, I don't remember that at all. I feel like I'm being gaslit about this. Right now.
It was on Showtime.
It was Showtime.
1997.
I don't think we were a Showtime house. I think we just had the home box office.
We had Showtime, and we just preferred the home box office.
I can't imagine why.
I remember
we were HBO got Tales from the Crypt. Showtime got Hot Springs Hotel.
Well, this all circles back to the idea that I had a note on here. What was the very first thing? Alice? Yeah, about the little girl,
which I liked.
I thought to myself, am I
about
watching
the little girl?
Am I watching Arliss? It has a feeling like late 90s subscription, like premium cable, that it just sits there and it's ugly and the jokes are just gross and flat. But we laughed it up back in the day.
Were you just waiting for someone with a hairy chest to pour whipped cream all over it?
Yeah.
You know, Arliss style.
You kind of bring up. Oh yeah, I forgot about Arliss in the Snowman movie, Jack Frost. But you do bring up an interesting point that kind of just dawned on me is I feel like a lot of this stuff was probably written and maybe even filmed way before 2006, in a time where maybe this was gunning for an HBO
Yeah.
series, maybe even Body Bags or something. The failed Showtime Body Bags, because we'll get to it. Well, I guess we can go through the segments one by one, but in segment 2, so not only were like the special effects as
All right, so wait, first segment was the 30-year-old woman playing the little girl in a schoolgirl outfit
Yes.
and her Latino family.
well, they turned into Latinos family
Oh, okay.
because it was about a remote control.
Yes, they
That-
went through the SAP button and they became Latin.
Yeah.
Okay.
They went through all the stereotypes because it's been a minute since I watched. I think wasn't they started out white, then they
Yes.
went black,
So
then
the dad's trying to figure
Latino?
out, again, this is how old the technology is. The dad's trying to figure out a universal wireless TV remote, and he's trying to program it. And every time he hits a certain button, it like changes the universe. There's a universal
Okay.
shift, and she
Mhm.
stays the same, but like the first time it happens, now her family's black. And it's kind of like Groundhog Day, that they say the same thing. It's the same scenario.
Okay.
She walks home, all the same shit's happening. She walks in, her family's saying the same things. They're just black now, and they don't notice anything about her. But then it happens again. They're Latino, but every time it switches, different part of her body gets
Mutilated,
mutated or deformed, or
It
it
was the
becomes
substance
cancerous?
before the substance.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that aspect of it I liked. I didn't understand why the families were changing their ethnicity, but I liked the fact that like she just got more and more fucked up and gross looking, and eventually she died. I can't even remember
It
what
looked
happens. It's
like
been a while.
it looked like she had looked at the sun through the rings of Saturn.
Yes, she's very melty. She's
Okay, see,
very much a melting person.
so full disclosure, when I started watching this movie, I was putting away groceries and I kind of missed the first part of this. So like I just caught bits and pieces on my way in and out of the room.
Yeah.
And then I saw the melty creature and I was like, okay. So that happened. And
Yeah.
I didn't hate the first one. I actually thought, well, if this is how we're starting off, maybe this won't be so bad, because I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, it's the shortest segment, I think. It seemed the shortest because I was enjoying it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can't remember how she dies at some point.
So she doesn't die, she becomes a rabbit.
That's right. She does become a rabbit.
Because instead of having like the crypt keeper kind
Yes.
of be or John Carpenter himself
Yeah.
kind of be the host for all the segments and connective tissue, it's Professor Dayton, which is her neighbor across the street
Yes.
in the Universal backlot,
Yes.
who has created the remote, and then he's shows up in one of the later segments directly, but he all of them kind of tie back to him.
Yeah,
and that
he's
street.
certainly the through line. All these things are connected to him in some way, in some very convoluted way. The center of the universe. I did enjoy the part where the dad has his gun out after the daughter's like completely transformed and they can't recognize her, and the whole family's like crab walking behind him. That he's
and he turns into just the biggest stuttering idiot, where
yeah,
he's a police detective that can't hold his gun.
He does. Yeah,
And
I
he's
got a
and
kick
he's
out of that.
Oh, of course you did. Of course you did.
Uh-huh.
But eventually it's like after she turns into that rabbit, only the mom remembers having a daughter, because there's just the brother, right?
Yeah, and there's her grandma's commenting on her tits and her ass, saying that she needs a better body, or it's I don't know. It's weird. It starts off on a weird note. It wasn't at least enjoyable on like the only horror story that we get.
and Grandma shows back up in a later segment, and you go, "Are you a new character, or are you Grandma again?"
That's right. Yes. Well, let's get on through the segments because there's 6 of them.
Oh,
5.
5.
Woo.
Well, yeah, 5, and then the wrap up. So the second segment, which I called Derpico, is about a dipshit cop. Was he a
Security guard.
security guard? Right.
Yes.
Who
I gave him the nickname either Ashton Douchner or Ashton Kutchiner. What do you think? Which one's better?
Kuchiner, I think.
I'd go
It's
with-
the guy from the Innkeepers.
Is
That
it?
I thought, that I thought it was David Ashby from Danger 5.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
not. It's the guy, the brother, son from Innkeepers.
The Innkeepers.
Or not Innkeepers.
No, I was gonna say
The House of the Devil.
Oh, okay.
How's this?
Yes, that makes way more sense.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes.
That shoots Gerwig in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And so in this one, this guy buys, and again, to how just not of the time this was, even in 2006, he purposely goes and finds a guy on the street selling transistor radios.
Yeah.
Transistor radios to take
Yeah.
back to his little flophouse apartment and listen to like what, horse races or something.
I
Let's
like-
listen to the ball game.
Yeah.
Like what? This is
Yeah.
a time when the internet existed. It was before smartphones, I'll give him that, but you could have anyway, so the radio starts to talk to him as if AI were taking over, which is probably how it would be made today, and like
Sure.
telling him how to, essentially like kill people that are bothering him. And you've seen this story a million times, well, wouldn't it be better if you just killed, that kind of shit. But like
you've never seen it this poorly done.
right. But like it could have been done with a computer. Internet existed then. An iPods existed. And if it's coming from a place where like, well, they didn't have the budget, make it a knockoff. Like the guy pod, the creep pod. I don't know.
Right.
What he's just walking around with a fucking handheld transistor radio
The
that
whole
wouldn't have even
movie.
been relevant in 1982 when the first goddamn Creepshow came out.
The whole movie.
You'd have thought it would have been a boombox.
Or the whole
A
At minimum.
boombox, anything, a Discman,
A disc.
So
something.
it tells him to go find a stash of $300,000 from a
Yes,
drug dealer
because
neighbor.
he lives in an apartment where there's a pimp. Can you even say pimp anymore?
Sure.
A sex worker's boss. I don't know what you'd call them anymore. And a bunch of prostitutes, and it's just a
Sex
Sex
workers.
workers.
Sorry, shit.
Almost had it.
I told you I'm frizzled. And they just are.
Oh, and a demon.
And a demon, as it turns out. And the radio tells him where he can find the sex worker's boss's money. And then it turns out that she also has a transistor radio.
Well,
It's doing the same thing.
The pimp.
The pimp.
Bought the other radio
Yes.
that the legless homeless person had, who was Scottish for some
Because
reason.
there's such a run on these fucking radios.
Now,
There's multiple of them.
Josh, you lived in a major city. Jared lived in a major city. I've never lived in a major city. Are there always open air flea markets on the street by vagrants?
In New York, I would suspect.
Yeah, I'd say I've seen similar things. It was usually people selling like knockoff watches or handbags or
but not just random beat to death. I got this out of the gutter.
no.
No.
Sanyo handheld emergency radio.
Not that I've
Okay.
seen. No.
Although I did when I worked in Pittsburgh, there was a unhoused man standing outside my work one morning at like 4 in the morning, and he had a boombox that was plugged into our external power source on the side of the building, and he was playing it. And as I was walking into the store, he was like, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "Hey, buddy." And he's like, "Hey, you want to buy this? It works just fine. Listen, I'm testing it out. $20, man." And he starts trying to sell me this fucking boombox that I assume he just found in the trash.
You should have bought it. It could have
told you where
to
the 300,000 was.
I don't realize. I didn't realize at the time how close I was to appearing in an episode of Creepshow 3.
Yeah. Well,
that wasn't even horror whatsoever. It was more Outer Limits, Twilight Zone than it was a horror.
Yeah.
And the fucking detective in this, man.
Yeah, Detective Dad is garbage.
He like at this point I was like, I thought, and I wrote down, is everyone in this movie like a student that failed out of the Jeffrey Combs School of Acting? Because it just seemed like every single person was trying like a different Jeffrey Combs patented method and failing at it.
That guy was part of the Universal backlot. You know how they would play the little video on the trams as you would drive around?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the star of one of the videos. So it makes sense. He was already at Universal. Throw him in the movie as Detective Dad and have him just muddle through flat comedy, general comedy, styling throughout this movie.
God damn. I hated this segment so much.
It played like a bad Tales from the Crypt episode, because a lot of Tales from the Crypt weren't horror. They were like crime gone wrong, like people trying to get rich from a scheme, and then, you know.
Sure.
So that's what it felt like, like a very, very, very worse than the worst possible Tales from the Crypt episode.
Mm-hmm.
What about Call Girl, the next one?
Call Girl. Uh-oh.
Where it's Rachel.
We'll call it Sex Worker Girl.
Are we whitewashing and retitling the segment?
Yes.
Professional sex worker girl.
Well, it's a good time in history.
Professional
writing history, so let's go for it.
Did they have title cards for these segments?
I don't even remember.
No, they didn't.
I don't either.
This is where Rachel meets Pazuzu.
I guess this one was at least kind of horror.
Yeah, there was special effect makeup.
Special. Boy, was that special.
Claire,
go ahead
all
and
right.
give us the liner
executive summary. Executive summary on this one is Rachel is a call girl who runs into homeless Claire, who's Pazuzu, the face of Pazuzu. She's murdering her Johns to steal their money, and she's a serial killer more than just doing it for the money. Runs into a John on the street that the very first segment happened, and then thinks that's all done, and she's cleaning up. She left a lot of DNA evidence that she didn't seem to care about. She took a shower after murdering a guy, but then she comes to find out that the man that she had murdered actually is some sort of human demon hybrid who then murders her.
With
what a twist.
One of the worst special effects I think I've seen since we've done this show.
He looked like a Gruely.
I'm counting like every movie we've done. Jack Frost, Gruely's, the worst of the worst that we've seen. This was one of the more embarrassing special effects. Again, not with a budget of when I saw the budget, which $3 million is not huge, but from what we saw on screen, when I saw the budget of $3.5 million in 2006.
Yeah,
that's the fucking best they could. They weren't paying names. They weren't paying actors. Where did this money go? Up the nose.
Up the nose with a rubber hose.
It
Up
wasn't
your
on-
nose with the rubber hose.
It was the worst looking like Halloween mask shit.
It looked like a half mask that you could, like, they had painted black, and you
Yeah.
could see that it was painted black.
Yeah, and it
Not like it
wasn't-
was back into his mouth.
and it wasn't supposed to be a man with a mask on. It was supposed to be a man who transformed into a demon.
Yeah.
Which maybe done well, this could have been kind of cool. It seemed like something that would have been in the Creepshow show that is now on Shudder. Like that kind of quality level of story, but would have actually looked a little better, maybe. I don't know.
I've never seen the show, so I'll take your word for it.
It's not great either.
I was gonna say
great.
he Duddleson gets an EP credit on that shows, but I'm sure he's just collecting a paycheck.
Yeah, that's crazy that he would have anything to do with this, just because he did Creepshow 3.
Yep.
Like in perpetuity going forward with the show. That's insane.
All right, then the next one was
the professor's
wife.
Professor's wife, where we get the professor mentioned in the first one that turned the girl into a rabbit. Where it's his 2 of his former students are coming to his house because he's getting married. And they're talking about how, wow, I can't believe he met someone to get married to. She's got to be a mail order bride or something because he's so dedicated to his work. But also, the storyline is that he has been working on a project for decades, apparently, that was very secret. And even the school administrators are talking to him about it. So they really want you to know there's this thing he's been working on, while he's also found a woman to marry.
But so the ex-students put 2 and 2 together and go, oh, this is his life work. He made an android.
Oh, because there's a montage of pranks that this professor has played on them previously.
Sure.
Where he's trying to, and his pranks aren't like, I put hot sauce on your pizza. It's like, I'm trying to blow you up and fucking kill you with my inventions.
It's Wile E. Coyote style hijinks.
Yeah. So they think this is another one of his pranks and that this is his robot wife. So they're like, let's take her apart and put the prank on him. As they're taking her apart, they're actually ripping tendons and muscle from bone and chopping her up with an axe, and like, no,
they're like, I can't find the servos. This is amazing.
Yeah, and these are supposed to be like quantum physics students who are so dumb that they don't realize they're ripping a human being apart. Yeah. But turns out they did. The professor comes home. It's like, what the fuck? That's the end of that one. We're gonna take a quick break and get to the 5th and final story right after this.
You want to put some money in tech stocks. They'll never go away. But the important thing is to diversify.
Right. Diversify. I'll need more money, though.
All right, so have I been saying the word pierogies wrong my entire life?
No. Why do you think that?
Because the professor's wife is constantly making them, and she keeps saying pierogies. She's like, I'll make more pierogies. And I'm like, am I saying pierogies wrong? And have I been for 40 some years of my life? Or is this woman just have the most insane pronunciation of pierogies?
Well, she was supposed to be like Eastern European or something, right?
I think that was the idea, was that
like
she was supposed to be like a mail order bride.
Well, that's what they wanted you to think. It was either that or
a robot, obviously. One or two options.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, not played well.
So do you think that was a choice That was an acting choice for her to call them
Yes.
pierogies.
I
Yes.
think yes.
Okay.
Sure. But even if not,
But they didn't acknowledge it. It would have been funny if they acknowledged it, like, have a pierogi. And they're like, I'm sorry, a what? A pierogi. And then that could have been a bit.
That would have been something.
Did they even eat any of her food?
They must have, because she made about 5 batches of them.
It made
she
me
just
want
kept bringing out more pierogies.
Pierogi.
That adding any sort of joke or attempt at humor in this would have meant to attempt to put a joke or humor in this, which I'm sure would have been well beyond what they were capable of doing.
I'm surprised it didn't tickle your funny bone when they were standing there holding her innards in between them.
By this point in the movie, I was so mad, and I was just thinking, over it. How do I find Bananas 33, Bananas 37, and Banana 39 in the canyon level of Donkey Kong Bonanza?
That's fair.
That's fair. I actually wrote that in my notes. I was like, there it is. Oh, somewhere in there. Bananas. Because that was all I could think about. And then you know what I did on this next segment, guys?
You looked for those bananas.
I grabbed my Switch 2 and I found Bananas 33, 37.
What about 39?
39, I don't think I did. I don't think I found that one. I have since found it, but not then. I kind of felt bad because I figured I should pay some attention to the rest of the movie.
Sure.
That's where I'm at.
So that Professor's Wife was written by James Glenn Duderson. The person that wrote the lyrics to Hot Springs Hotel.
That checks out.
Would you say that was your least favorite segment?
No.
Or would you hold that title for the last segment?
Actually, we should do segment rankings after this.
All right.
That'd be a fun little exercise.
Josh is going to be the only one that remember. I stopped doing notes. The only thing I had of a note about for the last one, which I'll do an executive summary real quick, I guess, is that there is a clinic, like a in-town, downtown free clinic doctor who is just popping pills and is a giant asshole. And he gives a guy a hot dog who chokes and dies. And one of his patients is a little girl named Dusty Rhodes. That's all I remember.
Oh yeah. He drops he like skips the line to get to this hot dog cart, buys a dog. It falls on the ground. Then he gives that to the homeless guy who then chokes on it and dies. So they're already setting up that he's an asshole. One of my notes for this segment was that, and now I'm remembering, said, wow, we get to see someone make an entire sandwich for a second time in this movie. Because I remember now that in the second segment, the guy, we watch him get out the bread, get out the meat, get out the mayo, make the sandwich.
Were they just filming these actors at the craft service table?
Yeah, they're like,
he's good filler.
You don't get a lunch break. You're on the clock. But that happens again in this one. We see a guy get out all the shit, make the sandwich, sit there and eat the goddamn sandwich. Twice in this movie this happens.
This guy, he was really hanging his hat on being the next James Spader, I feel like.
He was hoping to get some Arliss episodes out of this.
Yeah.
At the bare minimum.
I don't think we gave enough attention to the guy from the second segment who appears in this one, the guy that sells the radios, the homeless guy, who does nothing but scream as loud as he can his entire screen time. Why is he doing that? Do you remember that?
He may. Yeah, I remember him. He may have had hearing loss along with his legs.
At one point,
and that's why
the second when he sells the guy the radio, he just goes, "Smart ass!" Screams for like 20 seconds until it cuts him off. Then he does.
If you were without legs, you would probably scream a lot too.
He had really nice teeth. That guy.
I don't
When he
remember him
lacked
having.
in legs, he made up for in teeth.
They must have been dentures or some sort of.
You're talking, of course, about Elwood Carlisle,
Sure,
who
I am.
played Legless the homeless man.
Legless.
Legolas, like the elf.
Yeah, he died 2 years later on October.
Oh wow!
Oh
That
man, at least he
sucks
died
around.
with good teeth.
At least he died having put his legacy in Tinseltown forever.
And why you can't trust IMDb, for a man that died in 2008, he had acting credits all the way up through 2017.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. They must have just all been shit like this that was on the shelf for 10 years
Yeah.
and then finally got a release.
Or did they just did they trademark that scream like the Wilhelm scream and now they just use it in different movies?
Elwood had a role in Being Ron Jeremy, a short from 2003, as the butt plug dude.
Where he's selling used butt plugs on the street with his radios.
Perhaps. Or he was also Private Dick Sam Black in Tales from the Crapper from 2004.
I'm gonna watch that.
Someone write that one down.
Important to note, we find out in this that the professor from the last segment made those radios that were sentient and led people to murder and foul play and whatnot.
It's all connected.
And the hot dog vendor, his face melts off in a really terrible animation.
That
where
was
he
awful.
becomes the creep, from the Creepshow 1 and 2, the animated guy that does the between story wraparounds.
Yeah, I remember thinking, sure, why not? Because it had no purpose. It just turns to camera, breaks the fourth wall, and his face melts.
Again, and an animation that, where did $3 million go in this movie? That was like Mario Paint.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
That was like entry level first PC CD-ROM game. Special effects.
Yeah. What was that? Was it Microsoft Movie Maker from back in the day?
Yes.
A lot of this felt like Movie Maker.
Yes.
That's there's no way this movie was made in 2006. I would say not even the aughts.
Josh,
I'm gonna say that a lot of the budget went directly into what's his name's pocket that owns the Creepshow.
Doodlebug.
Yeah,
JGD.
JG Doodlebug.
Are we selling short this last segment, Josh, since you just watched it today? Like, that's it. Nothing else happens.
It made me laugh.
He turns into a part. Wait, the hot dog vendor segment?
No.
The hot dog.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Not the James Spader segment.
Yeah,
he becomes party boy. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, we're still talking about the haunted hot dog.
Oh yeah, no, nothing happens.
Like he finally talks to the ghost, and the ghost just says, "Great hot dog."
Well,
that's it.
There's another weird attempt at tying the stories together where he goes to the apartment that's in the second segment.
Yeah,
with the sex workers, and there's a raging party that he's bringing a bunch of pills to. That apparently everyone in the party is the plastic faced demons from the third segment.
Mm-hmm.
So he has some connection to them, but he's not one himself,
and he doesn't get killed by them.
He just brings them drugs.
Yes.
So that's just a stupid shoehorned attempt to have some kind of connectivity between these. But yeah, I don't think anything else happens of import.
It's just Pulp Fiction if it was terrible.
Yeah. And then we get the wraparound, the epilogue, whatever you want to call it, which is this one made me laugh. I jumped the gun. Which is the professor's wedding.
Oh God, I don't even remember the wraparound.
He marries the lady.
He's the lady back together.
They chopped up, and she's like put together like Frankenstein's monster.
How do I not remember that? I just watched this.
She goes to throw the bouquet behind her head and her whole hand comes off with it. The professor has to go grab it. And he's like holding it on like Weekend at Bernie style. He's walking
That's
to
pretty
the car.
funny.
That made me laugh. Yeah.
And they get into like a Camaro, like, right? Isn't it like a white Camaro?
I can't remember what they
that it seems like the old man would not, since he has such a hard time getting in and out of it. It might be a Trans Am, doesn't matter. But then you see the hot dog vendor turn into a creep,
yes, that's
and you
what
just
where it
go,
goes into the creep,
and you
yes.
just go, oh, okay.
Because they were like, "Hey guys, we got the rights. We could put Creepshow on it now. Let's throw an animation in there. We have 5 minutes to put that together before this hits Bristol, Rhode Island Community Theater." And that's Creepshow 3 for you guys. So let's
rank them.
Let's rank them. Put you on the spot with that one.
All right, number one for me.
Not counting the wedding one, because that's not a true segment, I guess, unless we want to count it.
That's just like an epilogue.
Yeah.
All right.
In my estimation, I'm gonna go. I had the
go from worst to first.
Oh, worst to first.
Yeah, because those are fun.
Worst to me was Haunted Hot Dog, because nothing happened.
Yeah.
Then the radio. Then what are my choices? All right, Call Girl, Professor's. Then we'll go Call Girl, Professor's Wife, and Alice, I think.
Yeah.
If I wasn't so pissed off, I could put Professor's Wife at first. But by the time it gets to there, like, it just is, you're just done. And that's why I said I completely checked out on the last one.
Yeah, I agree.
This is like asking you to rank your extended family that you don't care anything for.
It's like ranking my gout flare-ups. I would go radio worst, hot dog next worst, the call girl after that, then Professor's Wife and the first one. I actually did like Alice. Now that I'm reliving how bad the rest of them were, that one, if they would have put that last, it would have been smarter to be like, let's wrap it up with at least a good one to send people out on. But
all right.
I guess that didn't make sense in the narrative they were trying to tell.
Why start at the beginning?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go probably then Call Girl, Professor's Wife, Transistor Radio, 30-year-old in a schoolgirl outfit, and Hot Dog.
So Hot Dog's your favorite?
No, I'm sorry. I did them backwards in.
That's all right.
So you like Call Girl the best?
It was the only one to me that had any sort of semblance to a horror show, so it gets points for that.
Well, yeah. And truthfully, like, it just depends on how much you're paying attention to this movie, how you're going to rank them. Because if you're just doing your chores through the day and you just walk in and out, sure, you'll be like, oh, Call Girl wasn't that bad, or the radio wasn't that bad. But if you actually,
they're all bad.
If you sit down, there's no good to be had. If you're sitting down for it was over 90 minutes, I know that. Maybe 144. That you are bored.
Look, this is like sitting down at a table with HR and then being like, look, we know you hate all your coworkers, but we want you to rank them from favorite to least favorite. They all fucking suck. But let's try to figure out who sucks the least.
Yeah, but you could have a beer with Alice after work and not with that story. And not my cat's in the chat. You get
hey kitties.
Goddamn computer. They didn't like it either. I watched it with them. They were not having a good time.
They've got good taste.
That was Creepshow 3.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to play a game?
Sure.
I want to play a game.
It is The Return of Dyer or Lower?
Oh, I like Dyer Lower. I think.
Lower.
It's
or
an easy one
Dyer?
to understand. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a little question that requires a number answer. Whoever will switch turns, whoever's turn it is gets to set the number, and then the other person gets to guess if the actual answer is higher or lower than that. If that person is correct, they get a point. If not, the other person gets a point. If the person who guesses the number is on the money, they get 2 points. Got it?
Price is Right rules. Yep.
Good. Who wants to go first?
I'll
AJ.
let Josh.
All right. So, Josh, you will get to set the number on this one.
All right.
In Bunny Man Massacre, how many times does Joe say the word bitch?
Oh God.
I counted.
Jeez.
You can tell we're in week 5.
97.
Josh says 97. Aaron, do you think it's Dyer or lower?
I'm going to say sadly lower.
It is 24.
Oh. Huh.
Surprising. Aaron gets a point.
That's a bitch for the runtime that works out to what, a third of the movie?
I
There were
did the math. I had my unpaid intern do the math.
What's the BPS?
Every 1.47 minutes.
Yeah.
He says bitch. Hi, is that right? Is that what he says?
Oh, what a cutie.
He wants to play. Okay. Next up, Aaron gets to set this number. In the dinner scene of Bunnyman Massacre that starts at 1837 and ends at 24:55, that is 6 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
How much time is dead air time where no one is speaking? And I'll preface this for the listeners because Bunnyman doesn't talk. So it's Joe talking to himself a lot. So I'm not counting like where he says something and then it shows a react. I'm talking like where nothing is happening and they're just sitting across from each other.
Yeah. And you said
And
the total amount of the scene was what? 6 minutes and
6 minutes and 18 seconds.
I'm going to say 5 minutes 33 seconds
Is dead air.
is dead air.
I want to say lower.
It is lower. It is an astonishing 2 minutes and 38 seconds of dead air and nothing to react to, nothing even to look at other than 2 men sitting down eating a meal.
So again, a third
Fucking
of the runtime.
This movie, man. Josh sets this one. According to Rotten Tomatoes, this movie has 17 user reviews. Out of those 17, how many are 2 stars or less?
Out of 17.
14.
Josh says 14. Is it Dyer or lower?
Lower.
It is lower.
Because of all the moles that are
11
trying to
out
prop
of
it up.
17 gave this 2, which is crazy.
6 people don't understand the way films are supposed to be made.
6 people logged into IMDb after being in this movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there are dire than 6 people in this movie.
Yeah.
With lines.
True. Switching gears. According to Rotten Tomatoes, out of who's setting this one?
My
Aaron?
turn.
Out of 2,500 plus users for Creepshow 3, what percentage does this hold of what do they call it? Of fresh?
I was gonna say, again, we know my history with Rotten Tomatoes, so I don't know what you're talking about.
So just say like out of 100, how many liked it? But it's out of 2,500 percentage.
So I'm just gonna say like 50%, 60%, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna say 28%.
28%.
Because people are gonna protect the Creepshow name, I bet.
Wait, was this Creepshow or Bunny
Yeah,
Man?
for Creepshow 3.
Oh, for Creepshow.
Switching gears on it.
Okay. 28%. I'm gonna say dire, but probably just barely.
Oh no, 10%.
Oh no.
People do not like this movie.
Good.
10%.
Oh no.
By comparison, Bunny Man has a 28%.
Wow.
People hate this goddamn movie.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, good reason.
Now I watched the credits for Bunny Man. There's not a lot. It's weirdly short.
Yes.
So this is I don't really know how to word this one, but how many not people named credits, but how many position credits are in
You mean crew credits?
crew credits? Just how many jobs are there to be credited for in the credits of this movie?
20.
Josh says 20.
Josh says 20. I say lower.
It is lower. It's only 16.
Oh.
It shows.
They don't credit. There's no writing credit. There's no director credit. There's no like producer credit. I could go through it, but it'll take too long. It's really
they showed him at the beginning. Why would you show him again?
Yeah.
Not like there's over 100 years of precedent set.
Yeah, it's really weird.
He was so concerned about the runtime getting too long.
Yeah, he didn't want to scare people off by bloating it. Not with 2 minutes and 38 seconds of dead fucking air in a 6-minute scene, but just with not having a lot of credits. That's how
fuck out of here
rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. He's cleaning your clock, Josh. It's 4-1.
I know. I'm off my game here.
All right, my turn.
Okay. Bunny Man, how many on-screen kills are there? On-screen, not counting the kids on the bus.
Including the kids?
That's not including the kids on the bus, because that's undetermined.
Well, yeah, because Carl Lindbergh has a child breathing laying in the foreground of the establishing title shot that you're like, is she alive to tell people about the Bunny Man, or is she just a child that you didn't pad out her wardrobe to not be able to see her breathe so easily?
It's like the clown on stilts and Billy Madison that falls over in that one scene, and then you see him an hour later and he's still laying on the ground with blood coming out of his
I thought you were talking about Uncle Sam.
No, and Billy Madison.
I've never seen Billy Madison.
Oh my god, that cracks me.
All right, so how many kills besides the kids?
Should we just start a stilts podcast?
Yes, please. On-screen kills.
On-screen kills.
Confirmed kills.
I'm gonna say 9.
Then he gets up and sings and dances later in the movie.
Let's go with 9.
9, says Aaron.
I think it's got a higher body count than that.
You're going dire?
Dire.
It is 13.
Oh, that was probably on purpose.
4-2. Still time to catch up because we got 2 left.
All right.
How many of those kills feature the really cool effect of someone off screen throwing blood at the camera?
7. No, wait. 10.
10 out of 13. Aaron.
Lower.
It is lower. It's 5. 5 out of 13 show the really cool effect of
clicking,
splattering,
clicking a mouse button to make blood show up on the screen.
Last one. Whose is it?
It's my table to set.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
for bragging rights.
Well, shit, I wasn't doing this right.
Or we figured that out.
I should have been like, whoever's guessing dire or lower gets to say their number, and if they're right on, oh hell.
Well, let's do that for this one, and then that way Josh can take the square.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right. It's all right, buddy. We're all just trying our best.
Frazzled.
We're just here to have a good time
I'm so
and
glad.
have these terrible ass movies eat our will to live and logic centers of our brain.
I'm just so tired. How much time in Bunny Man?
Yes.
So Bunny Man starts off with a bang. You get the bus kills, then you go immediately into the tents. I almost said tits.
Yeah.
Tents, which does have tits.
The titty tints.
So you're talking the first 5-6 minutes of this thing, you're just inundated with blood.
Boo blood.
That scene ends at the 6-minute 11 mark. How much longer time in between that tent scene ends till the next kill in this movie? In minutes and seconds.
Minutes and seconds. Please. All right. So the title screen is after the bunny attack on the school bus. Then it goes immediately to night to this tent scenario where they rip off Friday the 13th with the sleeping bag. Then it stops on that lady's fake boobie for 30 seconds in the foreground. And then we go to the beef jerky scene. No. Then we talk about the beef jerky beef jerky scene. The next now, are you counting the deputy? The deputy being shot on screen?
No.
Okay. Well, your math may be off. I'm going to say 15 minutes, 43 seconds.
All right, Josh. You get to try to hit it on the nose.
I'm going to say lower. And we're going to go with 11 minutes and 15 seconds.
It is dire. It is 20 minutes and 25 seconds.
Oh, yeah, it's a long ass time.
Good God. I know it felt like it stretched on, but I didn't realize it was that long.
I think you're wrong because they showed the deputy getting shot when they say what the star is for.
Well, that's in a flashback, though. Right?
Oh, okay. So you're saying chronologically.
Yeah. Like the actual next scene where there's tension and, the bunny man.
Well, there is no tension.
No.
That is a null statement.
So 20 minutes, 25 seconds where you get that dinner scene. Oh boy. That's dire or lower. Josh, you got your wax melted there, buddy.
That's all right. I've been getting my wax melted by life here lately.
I'm so tired.
Well, so tired all the time.
That game was also to do us and our listeners and the universe a favor to kind of take a place of a lot of conversation about this movie, because there's nothing else to say about the goddamn thing.
I don't have a damn thing to say.
I was thinking back to not a lot of movies have made it this far. The ones obviously that are in the shitlock are Ghoulies, the Vampire Happening, and
Madman. There's another one.
That's it.
Is there only the 3?
Those are the only 3. One got 2.5. Slimeball Bolorama made it to the 5th episode and then got beat by its predecessor.
That's right.
So really there's just been a handful of movies that have made this far, but those other movies at least had some things going for them of they were at least entertaining and had enough stuff that we could save something for another week.
There was enough meat on the bones that we would come up with things to clock on times that were interesting, that would have a comedic bit, And this is where I say we don't edit out a lot of stuff in these episodes, because obviously we would have not had Bunny Man go the distance as much as it has, because there's just nothing there.
Yeah,
I think I said this last episode that we had a regular episode. It's just terrible. And
the most entertaining thing to clock is dead silence.
Yes, it's more entertaining when there are things not being said or done in this movie.
It's even by the actual commentary of Vampire Happening, we were still like laughing and pointing out dumb shit that was happening that I hadn't noticed before.
Well,
you know,
Josh, not so much, but
no. But there were things there to be said. There is nothing to be said about this movie. I was done with week 2 trying to find anything to talk about this fucking thing.
And that's the other thing too, like Madman, where with the last few weeks of movies that we've watched, Madman would have been a one and done. But at least you could tell there was enough there that we found, and obviously it's a better shitlocker movie than the other ones, because at least we had a fun time kind of taking the piss out of it, to the point now that I feel really bad about Madman.
I love Madman.
It's not Stockholm Syndrome.
I fucking love Madman. I can't wait to watch it again and have its comeuppance.
But I can't wait till this November to watch it again.
as the Royal
Since it
Rumble,
is a Thanksgiving movie.
Yes, it is.
As the Royal Rumble of the overarching plot of the Eat the Buckle podcast transpires, when we do a revisit, it's the first week out, because it's just not a bad movie. This is terrible. Yeah. It's worse than Sharknado or Birdemic, where it's just content. It feels like what AI movies are going to be.
Yeah,
you're right.
I mean, to be fair, so did Creepshow. Creepshow 3 felt like that.
Yeah. And that was from quote unquote 2006. There's no way. That was 99. Did anyone even have a computer? The professor, did he even have a computer?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
God. That's the thing. I don't. It could not have been made in 2006.
Dr. James Spader certainly didn't have a computer. He just had a stack of paperwork that he was constantly like throwing on the floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've run out of things to say about this movie, and we're coming up on the end of this episode, so I think we just got to get to it, right, guys?
Pull the Band-Aid.
Give the people what they want. Is this going to make it the distance? Well, I'm going to count down and tell you who's eating the buckle.
And remind me, because it's been a while since we've done a regular episode.
Yep.
I'm going to say the movie, which we're going to have to watch again.
Correct.
Okay, it's only week 38, so
we'll get it.
Okay, sooner or later.
3.
Wait a minute. Go over that again.
Shut up. 3, 2, 1.
Creepshow
3. Bunny Man Massacre.
I tried.
He tried.
You don't mean that.
I do, actually.
You really think Creepshow 3 is worse than Bunny Man Massacre?
Yes, because it's called Creepshow.
In your heart of hearts.
I'm with the people on the website that I don't use, screaming to the heavens. That shouldn't have been called Creepshow.
I found an ounce of entertainment and joy from the first segment, and I laughed at the last segment. And if you give me 1 second of enjoyment, they're both the same running time. So you give me 1 second of enjoyment, that's 1 second of an hour and 44 minutes that I enjoyed more than anything in Bunny Man Massacre.
All right. So what you're saying for studio notes for Carl Lindbergh is to put a man in stilts in his next Bunny Man, and you will be over the moon in rapturous laughing.
If you had Joe traipsing around on stilts, yes, 5 stars. It would have made it out week 1.
As he screamed, "Come back here, bitch!"
Oh, my stilts is broken, bitch.
I can't have that.
So that's, I mean,
Oh, so
the argument can be
watch
made, but I
along.
just, yeah, it's congrats. You made it. You made it into the shit locker.
You do bring up a good point though. Like, I feel like Creepshow 3 was made exponentially worse because it carries the Creepshow brand, and it's just so far below the bar of what Creepshow 1 and 2 were. It's a little closer to what Creepshow the TV series is, which is a couple good episodes with a bunch of bullshit mixed in.
Right.
But I feel like if you would have called this movie any other thing, it probably would have raised the enjoyment level by maybe 1% to 2%.
I don't think it would have gotten bombed on the review sites like Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
no one would have watched it.
Yeah.
If we
Right,
called
like,
this
'cause-
thing like Scary Hot Dog Stories, the
'cause I
vendor
think-
from hell.
So
The same thing can be said from like all those creep shows / Tales from the Crypt shows that just never made it, like Monsters, Tales from the Darkside could even be considered that, but like they aren't great. But people still remember them somewhat fondly. But if they would have called that like a Creepshow reboot, people would be like, "This is fucking terrible. This sucks."
Yeah. Well, the good news is you'll never have to watch it again. But we will have to watch Bunnyman Massacre again on our commentary, which will be our next episode. So we don't have to pick a new movie. We'll do that at the end of the commentary. So
that's such a cursed thing to know that I only have to watch this movie one last time.
Well, at least we get to watch it together.
Yeah.
In your house.
That'll be next week. Save some room for that.
Bye,
Check us
Buckle
out on Blue
Buddies.
Sky and Gmail and all that shit. Buckle Pod. Yep. Save some for next week.
See y'all.
Fucking frazzled.
Bye.
What's so funny about not having an ass? An ass is more important than tits. Tits are for amateurs.